and welcome to Monday's episode of Good Dunning. Oh, thank you, Millie. Welcome, everybody. I'll pin that. And grateful to see you all here. Welcome, Millie. Laura B., who will be live tomorrow as usual. Lindsay, Good Dunning. Nanook of the North. Norville, Good Dunning as well. Let's see here. Helene, Good Dunning. Grateful to see you in the chat. We love you. And of course, Neil and Shelley. You can't say one without the other at this point. I mean, you could, but just like peas and carrots, right? All right, we got a couple of things going on here. Um, First off, how are we doing? Good dawning, blessings, grand rising, Millie, and anybody want a cup of coffee? Hey, Saint Germain says hello. So we have coffee mugs. We'll go over that here. Good dawning there, Victor. I was getting ready this morning. I tried to make most of the good dawning, the dawning episodes there, but sometimes I'm in the shower and I'm getting ready. But all right, so these guys may look familiar here, but so we now have official have coffee mugs. Need a cup of coffee. So we have coffee mugs now. If you're interested in one, cost. I'm not here to like rake it in, right? These are coffee mugs here. We're not breaking the stock market here with coffee, so breaking the bank. But no cost, $15, and then $5. It's like they're like 13 or 14 and change with that tax and everything. And then shipping is $5. So if you want a coffee mug, it's just a flat $20. That's shipping and the whole 9 yards, and the coffee costs the coffee mug. And I will send it to you. Just send me an email to Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com, and we will take care of that. But yeah, so and I do have somebody maybe help me build some sort of semi-functional website here for the channel too. So, but yeah, Saint Germain says hi. These are the designs that PG had put together there. So yeah. So SLC questioned it. Everything is right on. Okay, sure. Welcome, SLC there. But we're gonna do this nonetheless here. Wink. All right. So now if you're in the chat there, you've got to be a subscriber. All right. So good dawning, Karen Suki. Would you like coffee mugs? All right. So yeah, welcome. We're gonna work with the. Yeah, we will continue to. So if you want a coffee mug, I've got three outside of this one, or two actually outside of this one, and then I can ordering them takes like 3 days, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, we will. Happy Moon Day, lucky, good dunning. So if you want a coffee mug from Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, let me know. All right, so today we're going to work with the Archangel Raphael cards. If you look for this week with Archangel Raphael, it's not there. I'm playing around with the channel a little bit and seeing what sticks, what doesn't stick, seeing how my numbers move. So you won't see anything change with Good Dawning or anything, but the cards just this week only, and a little bit of last week, you may not see, or you may see more Isis, or you may see more Kuan Yin. I'm kind of sticking it to the wall and seeing what sticks, because some of those videos are only getting like 5-10 views. And it's like, is the juice worth the squeeze if it gets 5 views? If it helps somebody, sure. But so we're gonna see what's what there. But we're working on the cards. So today we'll do Archangel Raphael. Like I said, we didn't do it last week. This week, I should say, just trying to see where the numbers go and what. Like last one had like 15 views or something. So it's like, so we'll see. PG, good dawning. Hey PG, thank you. These are PG's designs here. Well, ChatGPT's designs via PG, but yeah, so thank you. So again, so you want a mug, send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com, and we will get a mug out to you. All right. Thank you, PG. Yeah, they came out amazing. So we'll talk. But yeah, we have all kinds of t-shirts would be next. So if you want a t-shirt, we'll do t-shirts as well. Bonnie Bensky, good dawning. G-Locks appeared in that purple jacket. Okay, sure. You got him. SLC got him before I flipped it to the channel to subscriber mode only here. Today we're going to work with the orange calcite here to bring in more abundance as well. And I have yet to post, but I need to post. I have to take it from Chloe. She has shungite for sale, so I will be posting that in just after the show. She has shungite, more elite shungite, and not this week, but maybe next week we will have another show with Chloe at Chloe's Crystals on YouTube there, and yeah, and of course today being Monday, we're going to do energetics to take back our weekend as well, to clear energies from the weekend, clear things that maybe have stuck into our auric field. Did someone? Yes. Chloe has shungite. I'm going to post it on my community page after this. I just totally spaced posting it. She sent it to me, and then I spaced grabbing it from the text. So I will, but I will put that on the community page today after the show. And yeah, it's elite shungite too. So elite shungite means that it's not a chip of shungite. The deeper you get into the core of shungite, the more elite the shungite is. And so if you like get shungite on Amazon, it may be shungite, but it's the outside flake of the shungite generally, or the outside chippy pieces, which would not be considered elite. Technically, theoretically, they'll go to zero on a multimeter. Gary Fong, if you want to know what elite shungite really is, go look up Gary Fong. He's the shungite master of YouTube. But yeah, shungite will eat your RF. If you take a really big chunk of elite shungite and put it in front of your Wi-Fi, and then take a multimeter, it will eat all of the negative effects of the Wi-Fi. So there you go. But I mean, he's taking big chunks like this, which are like $400. All right, so let's work with the light codes. Then we're going to do some clearing for the from the weekend. We'll just do things backwards today. All right, so we're doing things a little different. Who's on the bottom here? The Lemurian Dolphin Temple's on the bottom. So there we go. So the Lemurians, which can also be dumped back to Sekhmet, maybe, and the Dolphins, of course, are Lemurian and also Syrian. So there you go. All right, so let's work with the cards here. These are the Master Ascension Light Codes, channeled by Archangel Raphael, Kelly Kolodny of the Archangel Raphael channel, gifted to us by a blindly inspired Krista, who was on live last night. And yeah, they're lively conversations. So if you missed Krista last night, you can check that out. Or you can always go to our channel at blindly inspired as well. She'll be live immediately following this program, pretty much top of the hour. So let's see, top of the next hour. There we go. The top of the hour here would be in 15 minutes. These came out really well, surprisingly, for like round one of coffee mugs. All right, so let's cut these into threes, 1, 2, 3, and see what we get from Archangel Raphael this week. But yeah, you should see that back next week for sure. Like I said, I'm just playing with the numbers here and what sticks, what doesn't stick outside of Godani, and seeing. So if you don't see something, or you do, and of course we're not getting a lore, or anything that we do live. All right, so we take the bottom card to equal our energetics for the week, what we want to, or for today, what we want to achieve, and then the top three cards, l'une des trois, as to how to achieve it. All right, so the first card is. All right, I don't make these things up again. Wahaha. The Violet Flame from Saint Germain. There you go. So today we are going to work with the Violet Flame for sure, and the prepare for transformation, right? So are you preparing for transformation? And the Violet Flame. I make no. All right, all right. We make no jokes here. All right, or do we? All right. So shut the front door. All right. So Saint Germain's come through twice now. The Violet Flame, right? And we know who that guy is, or this guy. All representations equal. I like this guy. He looks like he fell out of the 1910s, like Saint Germain from 1920, like steampunk Saint Germain, right? All right, and so now we have the Violet Flame, right? Well, we're not done yet. Mother Mary, say hi to Saint Germain again. He's back again, right? This guy just doesn't leave us alone. I'm telling you. Why? Who is Saint Germain? Why is he following me? No, but seriously, partnership. Merge resources. All right, so merging your resources, partnership. Partnership in what? Yourself? Maybe somebody's coming into your universe. I don't know. But either way, all right. So we have Saint Germain and Mother Mary. or mom. There we go. All right, so let's see what we have next here. Gratitude. That's always an attitude, right? So I had two mini Kundalini awakenings through gratitude. You want to ground into extreme gratitude. Grateful for this coffee. Grateful for this mug. Honestly, I'm just grateful to have the water that's clean, right? Ground into extreme gratitude. Watch what happens. So let's see here. Gratitude. Appreciate the moment. Celebrate the moments of your life, right? Appreciate the moments here. So we are going from a partnership back to gratitude. And you can't have a partnership if you are not grateful, and you can't be grateful if you got to be grateful if you have a partnership. Well, you should. I would hope you'd be grateful, but your gratitude is your attitude. So there we go. So gratitude. Make that your attitude, right? All right, so let's see what we got next. Last but never not least, right? If you do all these things, you will be, thank you, Yeshua, right? Reborn, resurrection, right? You will be reborn. Really, you'll just be woken inside yourself, or reawoken inside yourself. So, D Oceans, deep woo. All right, you had this. Hi, D Oceans, good dawning. All right, so partnership, resurrection. These are great cards. All right, so today they're asking us to work with the violet flame. So we're looking at clearing. So whatever we do today from the weekend, we will clear with the violet flame, of course. So it's asking you to prepare for transformation. All right. So then, in order to do so, we're going to step into partnership. And merge resources. So partnership. That with yourself, with source, with a higher power, with a new job. Partnership could be a million things with your spouse, a new spouse. What is partnership to you? Could it just be you and your higher self walking on earth? Gratitude, stepping into gratitude. And if you step into extreme gratitude, watch your universe change. Appreciate the moment. So celebrate the moments of your life here and appreciate the moment. So it's asking us to stay grounded in presence, really, in this gratitude card. Appreciate the present moment in gratitude. And then finally, resurrection. And so rebirth, there's Yeshua there. And then fire. There's that fire in your soul star chakra burn, I guess. But born again. So what are we looking to? Transformation to born again. So what are we looking to find here? Were you born again? All right. So there we go. There's the Saint Germain's violet flame coming through there. And so crazy, ain't it? Not really. So again, if you want a coffee mug, drop me an email. I'll leave the orders open for a bit and then drop an order 4 mugs. It takes like 3 days to ship and to me and make, ship, and return. So fast. But yeah. All right. So let's clear some energies from this weekend. And hopefully you had a good weekend. And from Fridays, did you see any miracles in your universe? Plenty of them abound if your eyes are open and if only you believe in miracles, right? Friday we had talked about the miracles in your universe. Remember I didn't realize my shungite or my this is backwards. Yeah. So we will flip this around here while we are talking. It happens. Yeah. So for me, and then how was anybody have any exciting things this weekend? Grateful. There we go. Turn much better. All right, Moldavite. Put the Moldavite back on, but it was backwards, so it can happen. All right, put your Moldavite on. Make sure when you're putting your Moldavite on, is it going to be correct? Right? So here we go. All right, no, it's not backwards, right? There we go. So yeah, let's clear some energies from this weekend. So hopefully you had an amazing weekend. I had a fair to middling weekend. There was nothing exciting, nothing to write home about. But who says that anymore, right? And are you going to write home anyways? And if you're writing home, if you're just living by yourself, would you write to yourself and then mail it back to yourself anyway? So in this case, there was nothing to email myself about that. There we go, because we don't write home anyways, right? All these old sayings here. All right. So from our end, today being Monday, we see all possibilities this week. We see this week to be open and amazing. And of course, we see this week with the violet flame grounded in resurrection. So, yeah, so let's work with some gratitude today. Gratitude is the attitude, right? So, there we go. Gratitude is the attitude. So, it's always the attitude, right? Should be, or at least it helps to be the attitude. Miracles and favor in my household every day, every moment of every day. Yes, absolutely. We are all the miracle. All right, so take a deep breath in. When we breathe in the miracles that can happen to us this week. We breathe out anything that's going to block those miracles, any energies that would block us from finding those miracles within ourselves and our week here. It would be miraculous, but it happens every day, so it's just really cool. There you go. All right, so take a deep breath in with me, if you would, please. And as we breathe in, see a miracle happening in your universe with gratitude, right? Everything works better with a little bit of side order or a dash of gratitude. Trust me on that one. All right, so take a deep breath in. As we breathe out anything that we are ungrateful for, anything that we would honestly like to change. We just want to breathe it out. So whatever you want to change in your universe, breathe that out. Whatever gratefully you want to bring in, then breathe that in. So there we go. So breathe in and breathe out. We're cycling our breath, so we hold it for 4 seconds. Some people call it box breathing, but I don't know. If I was in a box, I'd probably panic. Like, get me out. I wouldn't be cycling my breath. I'd want to get out of the box, most likely. So, and then I'd be like breathing really fast, so that wouldn't work. So, breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. And we'll do one more. So, breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. All right. So from your end there, look back into your end of the week there. You're 5 for 2, right? So if you swap 5 and you get 2, but they get 5. Yeah, there we go. Which happens on this planet, right? Sometimes we got to give 5 for 2. So if you had your 2 this weekend and you got to give them 5 this week, give them help. But no, seriously though, favor to you, favor to anybody who's doing that. But seriously. See what can you clear from this weekend? Maybe you left something on the 5 there that you took into the 2 that you're taking back into your next 5. Energy wise, you can clear that. Anything that you see from your weekend that you want to remove from your frame. Of course, we're all stuck up with our family members too. So a lot of people are living with karmic family members to teach us lessons. So if you have karmic in your universe, then maybe you have something to clear from that. Maybe you got cut off by a skateboarder. Didn't hit him, right? And need to clear, or got cut off at the grocery store. So whatever works for you, whatever energy you're looking to clear, just visualize that energy. See it. You can slap it up on a chalkboard and erase it. You can write it on paper and ball it up. You can run down to the beach and put it on sand and then watch the water take it away. You can take a Calgon bath and write it in bubble bath and then let Calgon take it away. Whatever works for you, right? It's truly your universe. So however that works for you. If you set paper on fire, please put it in a fireplace. We do not recommend setting anything on fire otherwise, unless you are outside or in the kitchen sink, maybe. And that is a popular one, too. And, of course, writing it on toilet paper has always been a fashionable one, too. So there you go. Lots of different things you can do to clear the energy. The toilet paper is not the best one, as they could get stuck up your crawl, right? There you go. You don't want that, right? But, yeah. FYI, I did send an email last night. I certainly will. I have to check my emails. I have yet to do so, but thank you, Teresa. I will. Appreciate it. What is in a falafel salad? Falafel and lettuce, I would imagine, but I would imagine so. So let's clear some energies there. So whatever energies you want to clear on yourself from this weekend, from family, maybe weekends with family. Again, grandparents, parents. If you have grandparents, favor. I know Millie does. She has a grandparent of like 100, 101. So yeah, favor. Crazy. But to see, yeah, whatever you need to clear from your universe from the weekend, we're going to go ahead and clear. And so take your moment to do so. So if you see me doing this, that's just me writing on a chalkboard and erasing it. That's the best way for me to do so. Kind of like imagining Bart Simpson at the beginning of the Simpsons, and then just erasing it and then writing it again and then erasing it. But whatever works for you. So take a moment to do so and clear the energies that you've got left over, dangling participles from your weekend. So we'll clear the energies here, we'll wipe away. And of course, this can be done at any time. You do not need to clear energies at one fell swoop here. You can clear them as you see them. So you get cut off in the car instead of going crazy and flipping the person off. And then 3 hours later, you're at lunch and you're flipping the person off in your head still. And then 5 hours later, you're at home and you're still flipping the person off. You can just cut the cord right there. And of course, always, if you're getting cut off in the car, wish them to not cause harm to others, right? Are we doing that too? Like if you're a bad driver and you're cutting that you personally. But if you're clearing the energies of a bad driver who almost ran you off the road or something, are we also wishing that they help to help the universe there, that they do not do harm to others, right? So in certain cases, we need to do that as well. We do no harm to others as well. So keep clearing as needed there. But so yeah, and clear those energies as you're out and about. You got a boss, karmic boss, and your TPS reports, if you know that movie there. Bob comes by and your TPS reports are missing the cover sheet there. They're not you're missing the proper cover sheet, right? So you have 5 bosses that might tell you that. If that's the case in your universe, then this practice would probably work pretty well, as each one of them comes by your desk to tell you the same thing. That's not me, that's Office Space, but nonetheless. All right, so we're gonna channel somebody. So let's see who's the channel in the channel there. But metal melting pot, great word. All right, Lucky Stone. I have nothing to cut this week, so I'll just cut any gratitude I missed, I guess. There we go. Yeah, if you have nothing to cut, if there's no cords, if you have that means you had a good week. That means you didn't leave any energetics in your field. There's nothing there that's up your craw. You're not sitting there around. Karmic, right? When we get karmic about something, yeah, you can't say karmic and be like, karmic, hi, I'm being karmic. How are you? It's a karmic. You have to like give it a face, right? Karmic. So if you're getting karmic about something or somebody, or you just rambling on about energy, for example, you can cut those cords. And that's a really good question for yourself. We didn't do a mantra. So the mantra for today is going to be, am I being karmic? Right? And seriously, like if somebody, like I used to be karmic, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I've been karmic the last things. So when I first started vegetarian, vegan, right? And it's like, you want to you everybody has that one friend, right? That karmic friend. It's like, let's go out to eat. And you're I mean, a lot of us don't go out to eat so much anymore, but back in the day, right? So we won't go out. I was the karmic one. Well, no, I can't go there because it could be GMO. I can't go there because I can't go there. Yeah. So how karmic can you, right? So eventually people were like, all right, if we want to go out to eat, just let him take the restaurant. And eventually I stopped being karmic about it and realized that even French fries, if worst case scenario, right? That would just, but sometimes you just gotta let go. But that's the idea, right? How karmic do you need to be about something? How much do you need to blabber on about it, or how drive others nuts in your universe about it? Like my karmic eating when I first became vegetarian and whatnot. So yeah. Can you see that in your universe? So, am I being karmic? That's the question we want to ask ourselves today. Generally, we don't want to be karmic, but sometimes we don't even realize that we are. And so it's like we don't know when we need to chill out on our own. Hey, 19 and 19. So are you still checking out Joanne's Sacred Scribes, right? 1919. So if you see numbers like that, if you are not checking it out, and 9 is a cycle change. So please do check that out. And speaking of which, if you do want a one-on-one session, I did pin it to the comments there. We are open for business, and we have done quite a few of these here. So if you're interested in a one-on-one energetic attunement session with Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain, Goddess Mother Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo, Calf Woman, and possibly giving me a heart attack, cancel that, Archangel Michael there. Mr. Energetic, great, blow my heart out. Favor, please do send me an email there at Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. I will get back with you. And of course, all of you guys who are participating in the Akashic practices, thank you very much. And yeah, Henny will be getting a nice apartment. And yeah, appreciate all of you guys who volunteered for that last night. It was amazing. We got through. Everybody got a reading there, and everybody got some practice. So we are grateful. Thank you for those who made it. And for those who didn't, we'll see about doing another session, maybe this Sunday or the following, and let's see what we've got here. But grateful for all of you who made it there. All right, so let's see where we're at here. All right, so let's bring in somebody to channel here. And it was amazing. Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate that. And I'm glad it went good for you. Yes, Fatima, good dawning. And Fatima, happy birthday to Fatima. It was Fatima's birthday over the weekend. So please do give Fatima the awesome solar return happies that she deserves there. And of course, if she checks her channel there, one of her videos might have been exactly. But we do love you, Fatima, and happy birthday up in Toronto there. And we are grateful that you are part of this family. And yeah, eventually, what I need to do is go to Party City, if there's a Party City left in this town. I don't think it's still in business, but and get like a little kit, right? So it's like, whose birthday is it? Put the hat on and a little cake and grog, right? But yeah, so anyway, happy birthday, fantastic Fatima. I just saw it in the chat there. So if you've been around on for the rest earlier in the show, I apologize. I had not seen you in the chat there. I was waiting for you to slide by. So grateful that I finally caught it there. So yes. I'm not vegan, but I'm still trying to be conscious of humane treatment of the animal. I only eat animals that are physically abused. No, I'm kidding, right? I only eat animals that are the worst. No, kidding. I like to pick up heavy Loesch energy from no cancel all that, right? It's easy to do here, though. You can eat as humane as you want. We're in Boulder County, Colorado. So does that tell you anything, right? So in Boulder, you can go to the there's a farmer's market. There we go. Here in Longmont on every Saturday morning, Dunning, right? And so you can go there, and there's all kinds of Bob's Open Pasture Farm where we pet the cows and talk to them with and play symphony music while they sleep. And there's a few of those out there. And so yeah, but and then we bring in the elder and we do the humane stuff and we sit with the cow. There really is a couple of farms that actually do that. And then they sit with the cow beforehand. You get the idea. But yeah. So we have anywhere from ultra humane where they'll play classical music and the cows keep the babies and the cows are treated really well and hand rubbed and taken massaged and all the way down the line. But I'll take it to Greeley where we have all the cows, cow pens like you'd see like in maybe Kansas City or something. Right up in Greeley, we have those here in Colorado. So whenever it smells like you know what, like Bob's farm there, we're like, oh, Greeley is a leak. It must be a Greeley day. And that's when the wind is blowing from Greeley. When they have that's where they have all the feedlots, right? We'll leave it at that. Cows that don't pasture, right? Cows like walking cow to cow, right? But yeah, coming out to Boulder County, you can get the meat that is literally played with symphonic music. The cows are given symphonic music in the barn, infrared heat, and the whole 9 yards, right? So there you go. Oh, awesome. I agree. The more, the merrier. So many beautiful, blessed. Yeah, thank you guys. Oh yes, Greeley stunk. Longmont did too with the yeah. There's no more turkey factory in Longmont, so that's for sure. They're not processing anything live in Longmont anymore, and in some cases, some people here may not be as live as we think either. But favor. All right. I can't remember if I said hello and love. All right. So let's see who we are going to channel today, and I think it's good. The topic I think is going to be karmic or don't be karmic. Generally, whatever we kind of settle on is what we start to discuss here is what they're actually wanting me to discuss in channels, so we can do that. But yeah, and again, if you do want a mug, I'm just selling them at cost, guys. I'm getting them. I ordered business cards through Vistaprint, and then they said, "You want mugs too?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So $20 flat. I mean, I may be making $1 or something. I'm not even trying to make a buck on them, but like $1 or $2. But yeah, so if you want a coffee mug, let me know. I'm going to take a bunch of orders. It only took 3 days for Vistaprint to send them, and then we can Send one to you. And that includes shipping. So, and they already come packed in this nifty cardboard container that you could drop and not break the mug. So there we go. All right, so let's channel. And so yeah, if you're new here, guys, first off, please do like, subscribe, hit the bell. Can I ask you guys a small favor? Right now we're at the when your channel gets to the 8 and 9s, you have to dance with the Al Gore rhythm, and Al Gore doesn't have much rhythm. And remember, Tipper Gore tried to get rid of all of our music. So if you get where we're going here, so once you get over 1,000, then you're in a whole new world, right? With YouTube. But until then, as you get closer to 1,000, you're in a whole new world with YouTube, right? So you gain a sub, lose a sub. We're in that dance, right? Gain 2 subs, lose 3 subs, gain 2 subs, right? But nonetheless, in order for this channel to be seen in Al Gore's rhythm, if you guys could interact with the chat, or not the chat, but the comments, I would be grateful in any aspect, even if it's a thumbs up or, hey, nice to see you alive, or anything of any sort. Today was cloudy. I don't care. But I would be grateful just as it helps the Al Gore to see some more rhythm in our channel here. And we can actually slide up a little bit, get some more views, or get some more recommendations as well in the rhythm there. So we can get some more rhythm. So if you can help us with the algorithm there, and just anything would be grateful. I would truly appreciate it. All right. But otherwise, if you're new here, again, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. We do this Monday through Friday. And Coffee Mugs just dropped me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings, with an S at gmail.com. T-shirts to follow, and with you two can walk around with Saint Germain, and we'll slap the violet flame on there too. But yes, so we're going to work with the violet flame here at the end. Shelly, big love. All right, Scotty Boy. Love you, Scotty Boy. Scotty Boy and Henny, they're taking their comedy tour out on the road this summer. And if you'd like to join them, they'll be at the Laugh Factory. But seriously, right? Exactly. That's what we need. You got it. I'm still learning to get going to the comments after the lives. Happy Monday, Mill. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Teresa. Anybody's got a small channel. Anybody who's under 1,000 is a small channel. Anyone under 10,000 technically is a small channel on YouTube. But anybody's got a channel on YouTube. Yeah, if you watch a live, please interact with the live. Leave and I need to start doing that on other channels. Leave a mark in the comments because it helps. I mean, it does when it goes into production, right? With YouTube, when it gets into the algorithm or doesn't. Yeah, if you've got 30 views at the beginning, it helps, but it also helps to have 5 people who have marked, because a percentage of the views versus comments, and that's partly how you get put in the algorithm there. So, exactly. I will make myself a note to thank you guys. I truly appreciate it. And SLC, there used to be a movie called SLC Punk. Remember that? All right, so SLC, welcome. The comment section when it pops up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Interacting with the comment section on anybody's live is like, really, that's like the outside of even a thumbs up, that blows out giving a thumbs up, because then if you had like 1/3 of you guys watching made comments, this thing would fly into the algorithm. That's really what it's all about. Is that the more interaction it has during the live, then the more it actually, like, the more comments, the chat, the more people put stuff in the chat. There we go. Bit my tongue last night, and it was like, ooh. You ever do that? You bite your tongue once, then you end up biting it again in the exact same spot. It's like, how's that happen? But I wasn't being karmic, right? I was trying to think, was I being karmic when I said anything? Was I saying anything karmic? 808, St. Germain's number. All right. All right, let's channel here. So if you haven't seen me channel before, I'm an open channel, which means I don't have to plug I don't have to do any toning or anything. So if you see like Daniel Scranton, we'll do toning. We don't hold that. There's 8,000, there's 8 million, or pardon me, 8 billion people, right? So theoretically, there would be everybody can channel. So there's 8 billion different ways to channel. Whether you're channeling or not, whether you know you're channeling or not, is a whole different story. But everybody who consciously channels in a completely different manner, between me or Tara Arnold or Raphael Kelly or Daniel Scranton. We all do it, or Bashar. We all do it differently. So, all right. So from your end, yeah, we're gonna bring in Archangel Raphael. Or Saint Germain, I should say. So let's see what we got. Saint Germain, we are grateful that we are here. We are channeling through Josh for you, to you, this good darling. And we generally say the same thing every darling. So you do know that it is me, Saint Germain. We are here for you, to you, today, right? All right. We are grateful. And are you grateful to be here this darling? First off, if you are not grateful, gratitude should be. We aren't saying should, but when we say that something should be, right? And then we say we aren't saying should. It is a good idea to have gratitude as your attitude. There we go. Are you in understanding if we are saying that gratitude makes for the greatest attitude in your universe, right? Because if you are looking to make change in your loving, living universe and you are not grateful for what you currently have, if you are ingrate, right? You are being ingrateful, right? Or being an ingrate, are being karmic about what you have, right? And we will get into karmic here. But if you are being karmic about what you have, how can the universe bring you better if you are dissing what you currently have? If you are looking at your plate of food, and it may not be the greatest meal you have ever made, right? Maybe you are just making rice and beans, right? That is all you have, right? Are you not grateful for that? For you to get better than the plain old rice and the black beans, right? Which could be a great meal, right? It would be healthy, right? The beans are your fiber and your protein, and the rice is good for you, right? So what are you complaining about? But nonetheless, in your universe, if you are bored with the beans and rice and you are being karmic about it, then can your universe do better for you? Or if you are grateful for it, would your universe do better for you? Oh, I am grateful to eat beans and rice because at least I have a warm meal, right? Even if you have nothing else, right? Can you be grateful for that? With the prices of your groceries too, right? So can you be grateful for that? Or are you going to be karmic against yourself and sit there and blast yourself? Oh, I have to eat beans and rice again. You are the generator of your attitudes and your energies, right? So if you are going to be karmic against yourself, against something that you are making for food for, is that going to nourish your body? Are you going to nourish yourself? And are you going to be at your best for yourself? When you are being karmic against yourself, you're bringing your own auric field down. And you are saying that you are not worthy, or this is not good enough, or whatever it is for you. If you are not in the grand energies of gratitude, then everything else is just going to give you a negative attitude. Saint Germain is going to repeat that. If you are not grounded in gratitude, most generally, then everything that happens to you and for you, everything in your universe is going to give you an attitude. You get karmic against yourself. If you had only rice and beans to eat, right? How long would it take before you start complaining about having only rice and beans, right? After a month, we might understand. But if you are eating it for 3 or 4 days, right? Are you allowing for the gratitude of the stretched meals, right? Are you allowing for the gratitude of the food to nourish your body? Or are you sitting in karmic energies? I don't want to eat this crap again. Not the beans and rice. When am I getting paid? This is annoying, right? You create the energy. So if you want to sit around and call your food crap, how's it going to nourish your body, right? If you are going to be upset about eating beans and rice, then when you go to the store, you are not going to find all the deals. You are going to be there in a karmic and angry state. You gin up all these energies that are against your universe, against yourself. If you're not happy at your job, are you making a karmic mess out of it? Are you telling everybody how terrible your job is? How terrible, Bob, your boss is, and your TPS reports, right? Are you allowing for everything to be amazing in your universe, even if it is not? That is the question. Are you seeing things with a lens of gratitude? Is that your attitude? That is the question. And enjoy your roaring fire there, Lindsay. We are grateful that you are having the warmth in your universe. So the question you have to ask yourself is, Are you your own energetic worst enemy? The reason why we ask is, are you allowing for your energies to see the positives? If you only have 1 cup of coffee left, can you see that 1 cup, the beans for 1 cup, is better than none? If you are standing in Taco Bell, as we have discussed before, first off, favor to you, right? Pepto-Bismol, but nonetheless, if you are standing in Taco Bell, if you only have $10, can you see that with gratitude that you can at least eat $10 worth of Taco Bell? Are you karmic against yourself, saying you cannot get what you want, you cannot get enough, $10 is just pissing you off, whatever it is? You are creating all these energies in your universe. So if you're creating the karmic energy against yourself, that is truly up to you. Do you get in your car and call it a rat trap? Or your jalopy, right? Or are you grateful you have a car? Those who are grateful get a better car next time. Those who are driving in a jalopy continue to drive jalopies. Are you understanding in your universe? And if your car is a jalopy, then why are you carrying jalopy energies? Something you need to look into in your loving, living universe. Are you being a karmic against yourself by not seeing any better for you in your universe? You're only seeing that you are to drive crappy cars, right? Jalopies or what have you. Shit cans, right? You have all heard those terms before, right? So if you are driving a jalopy, a piece of junk in your universe, and that's all you ever seem to have, are you being karmic against yourself and bringing those kind of vehicles into your loving, living universe? Or are you allowing for more inflow in your universe? Again, it's all about your energetics. Seeing yourself not in your highest light, not in your most abundant light, not in your loving, living universe, in your highest frame, is karmic against yourself already, because you are saying, I am not worthy. There is no better. I cannot do any more. It is not for me. I do not see myself in a higher light, and what have you, right? And so you are only going to drive the jalopies, right? You're only going to have to pop the clutch to get your vehicle to start, right? It is up to you in your universe how you see it. How you see it is how it becomes. So we are grateful. Saint Germain is grateful. Are you seeing yourself as the abundance that you are, the grand abundance, and are you finding gratitude? We're going to get into extreme gratitude here, but can you find gratitude in your universe? Are you grateful you have running water? Are you grateful you have an awesome Saint Germain mug? Are you grateful you have coffee within that mug, right? Are you grateful you have the ability to make the coffee? You're not going outside and getting cow dung, right? And slapping it on the ground and heating cow dung to heat water that you got from the river to make coffee that you had to hand grind and maybe had to trade for, right? None of your universes are like that. If you're watching this, you have the cellular phone or the computer and you're ready internet. You are not even back in the days with the internet, right? Remember, you had the dial up and then you had to log into the internet. You don't have to do any of that. Your push button universes have made it easy for you to be karmic against yourselves, to complain about this, that, and the other. When you are seeing that back in the day, you had no internet, you had to figure it out. Remember, back in the day, there was none of this, right? You wanted to learn something, you had to go to the library and look up the book and had to find a current book nonetheless. You all see our universe is how you choose, but if you are sitting a karmic in your universe, not realizing all the gifts that the universe provides you at the push of a button, right? Look at this, the home video screening unit, right? So you are sitting here watching a man channeling. He has a whole video unit, right? Remember back into the future with the JVC VCR, the JVC camcorder, right? The video production. But if you wanted to do what he is doing here, you would have had to get a satellite truck. You had to buy time on the satellite. Then you had to connect the satellite to your network and then create the feed. Thousands of dollars, right? Remember that. Now we are doing this on a phone that you never make phone calls from, but yet you call it a phone. That's karmic enough. But your internet monoliths, right? Your pocket monoliths, right? There you go. It's like the monolith from 2001 in your pocket, but we aren't saying much, right? So if you cannot see the gratitude into your current universes where you can watch the truth wave in the dawning in the evening, you can watch Mr. Floyd in the dawn, you can go and get a reading from Tamitha. You can buy Chloe's crystals without getting your Hillary Duff off the couch, and they will show up at your door, right? And you too can read Millie's post and learn how to 369 from your living room. It's all up to you. If you want to learn feng shui sitting on your Hillary Duff through Blindly Inspired, you could do that too, right? What we are saying is you are sitting here karmically looking at your universe and seeing how this is negative or that. Look at the positives. Look at how amazing some things are in this universe, right? How amazing it is that you can have a conversation with Christy, that you can hang out with Darren and Victor, right? Or that you can watch Ben make his bacon and his bits, right? So what we are saying here is that in your universe, you can get as comic as you choose, but if you cannot see the grander picture will not blow up and see you, right? You will not create what you are really looking for if you are sitting in that comic negative, low vibration, Charlie Brown energetic state. If you are not seeing how awesome things can be in your universe, and you are seeing it from a karmic or dark lens, that is up to you. It is your choice. But you have other choices. You can watch Fatima and John walk around Toronto, or you could sit there and complain about how terrible things are. It is truly up to you what you are choosing to do in your loving, living universe, right? But remember, the day you had to go to the library, you wanted to know something, you had no idea, right? You could not just Google it. You would have to get in the car, go to the library, go to the Dewey Decimal System, right? And look for the index card. You have to find the book, right? And then you have to read the book. 4 days later, you have your answer, right? So what we are saying here, embrace, stop being so karmic, stop seeing things as so heavy. It is not. Your universes are amazing, right? Sure, you might have to pay $100 for 4 bags of groceries when 5 years ago, $100 would give you 8 bags of groceries. We are an understanding of things. Some things in your universe are upside down at the moment. But nonetheless, can you see where it is amazing, right? And stop seeing it as karmic. Can you see when somebody is calling your cellular telephone instead of just texting you, right? That they are reaching out to touch you, right? Reach out to touch someone, right? So they are calling you. Be grateful. Don't be like, oh, crap. Be grateful. Somebody wants to speak with you. They're looking for your energetics. Are you seeing? Well, we turn things karmic, right? Ooh, I burnt my toast. You had a toaster oven. You would be grateful for that, right? Why are you sitting there with a match or a flame creating toast? No, were you over a roaring fire? No, you had used your toaster oven. You turned the dial too high. Are you going to get karmic with yourself? No, you're going to eat burnt toast. Are you going to be grateful that you could burn toast to begin with? These are the things we are asking for you to see in your universe, right? Be that gratitude. Be that love. Don't be the karmic energies in your universe. Things happen, right? You might have 5 bosses who come around and tell you your TPS reports suck. Do you still have the job, right? So be grateful for that. We are Saint Germain. No more Archangel Raphael. He's on his own, right? And we have channeled. We are grateful for you. Don't be karmic against yourself. See the universe through a lens of gratitude and love, and you will not be so karmic. Do not beat yourself up, and do not be that person when they say, where would you like to go eat? 30 minutes later, you're like, we can't eat there because they had, no, don't eat. Don't be that guy, right? Or that girl. Learn to be loose with your energies, right? You're on planet Earth. Merge the love that you have for yourself with others. Merge the love in your frame with everybody else and slow down. Don't be the energies pushing people away, right? See your universe in gratitude and watch everything change in your attitude. Releasing transmission. There we go. So don't be karmic. Bear with me. Energy pop. Mm. Yeah. All right. So we're moving energies here as we clear the channel. Thank you, Saint Germain. So yeah, we used the cards today. So he's talking about being karmic against yourself and grounding in the gratitude, right? Gratitude's the attitude to change your universe. Being karmic, whatever you're karmic about, generally will keep spinning around in your universe until you're not karmic about it, right? Whatever we hate, we generally drag into our universe until we don't hate it anymore. Whatever we dislike or drives us nuts generally keeps happening to us because we're allowing things to drive us nuts, and the universe is going to keep doing so until we stop. Generally speaking. Yeah, absolutely, Fatima. We hope you had an amazing birthday. I used to trade fish for plate lunches there. He he he. Okay. Um, let's see here. I am from the windward side of Kalu Kinohi. Wow. Kenoi. Oh wow. Sweet. I lived on Oahu. I've never been to Hawaii, so one of these days we will go to Hawaii. I remember when someone picked up their phone and disconnected my internet. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you guys remember that? Oh, I'm on the internet. No, damn it. You just dropped me offline. Yeah, that was always fun, right? Or, yeah. Somebody send you a family photo. Remember that? It's like, all right, Bob sent the family photos. We got about 4 hours here, so let's start downloading. You get one picture, but right, there's a tree. Wait, there's Bob in a boat. Chunk. Oh, there's Bob trying to put the boat in the water. That's why. All right, put the chunk. 5 minutes is like SpongeBob SquarePants. 10 minutes later. Oh, there we go. There's the picture. So yeah, I remember all that. Grateful, right? We didn't get karmic about it then. We thought it was the most amazing thing ever. Well, we could get to see Bob's pictures immediately. Uncle Bob, right? Even though it took 3 hours to download 24 pictures from Uncle Bob, we got to see him. No one used the phone for like 6 hours. Right. No, it was like, I know in some households, people would be like, run around and tape the phone. Like, I'm on the internet. And they just put tape over the receiver. So people would be like, don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. You're right. Ah! All right. So today we're going to work with the orange calcite, right? Orange calcite is good for grounding, abundance. Orange is always bringing in, right? So anything that's orange is Garfield, right? No, just kidding. But anything that's orange generally represents bringing something into your universe, generally some form of abundance of some fashion or another. So we're going to ground in the root and sacral chakra with this and ground into abundance today. See where you can be grateful, right? For the abundance in your universe. You get prime minister. Yes, you did get a new prime minister, some finance guy or something. They're all finance guys, generally speaking. They're all Rockefeller fellers, right? I mean, they're all the same 33 party, right? So yeah, if you have one of these in your town, here we go. If you see one of these in your town, right? We're not talking orange, but generally, most towns, if you see one, if you drive around Colorado, a lot of like Westminster, for example, right in the middle of downtown Westminster is one of these, the obelisk, right? If you see an obelisk in your run, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Get out of town, right? If your town is sporting an obelisk, tells you everything you need to know, right? And how many towns? London, United States, and the Vatican. But we don't need to go any further. So if your town has one of these, then London, DC, or the Vatican. Where's their alliance like? Right? Favor. But yeah, so I remember my first chat with a buddy via my computer. Why don't you just call him? I was like, you're missing the point, right? I know exactly. Remember there was this. Remember IRC chat rooms, internet relay chat. It was the whole biggest. It was the most amazing thing ever, right? You had all these chat rooms. It was just literally just chat, pound whatever, topics like pound oil change, and you could just sit there and chat with people. IRC internet relay chat, and so it was just literally a server and just. That was even before AOL Instant Messenger, right? All that jazz. Yes, back when we had dial up, my friends got mad at me because we could never reach me on the phone. Plus, I only had an answering machine, no voicemail. So couldn't leave a message either. Favor. All right, so let's work with the orange calcite, the obelisk, right? We're not playing 33, and then everybody below that's freezing, right? So, but nonetheless, that's your obelisk. Your your underground chat for the day. If you see an obelisk in your town, consider moving. No, but it'll tell you where they lie, and it'll tell you if shiznit ever hit the fan, and you see one of these in your town, you don't want to be in that town. If a shiznit hits the fan and your town is sporting one of these, not obviously it wouldn't be orange. It would probably be some sort of stone, but masonry of some fashion, brick maybe. But yeah, that means if shiznit hits the fan and you see this in your town, run forest as fast as you can. All right, so let's work with the orange calcite here. This came from Chloe's Crystals, by the way, and at Chloe's Crystals, you can check out her YouTube channel. If there's a crystal you want, ChloeJaneMills82@gmail.com. And about 10 minutes after this program here, and I'm not trying to program you, I just want you to live your life amazingly. I will put up the pictures of Chloe's elite shungite, which is the shungite in the middle of the rock, not the shungite, shungite that flakes off of the rock, which you'll find on Amazon. The deeper you get into a big chunk of shungite, the more RF it'll deflect and eat and reflect. Back in the day before there was no chat rooms, we had bulletin board. Oh, BBSs, yes. All right, I don't remember anybody. All right, how about chat-based video games? Remember those way back in the day? Multi-level MMRPs, whatever they were. Oh my God, how times have changed. If you're new here and you've not seen the old internet, then favor to you not playing on the internet. I used to go to my friend Near's house. Here's how exciting our universes were. 1990, I'd go to my friend Near. His father was an engineer. They were from Israel, and Near's father was a pioneer with the internet. So Near was on the internet. 1990, I'd go to Near's house just to experience the internet with his 28.8 modem. So yeah, there we go. And all day we would just literally flip probably between a half dozen websites because it would take that long to pull them up. But yes, literally be like, all right, we got the website. Let's go make a grilled cheese. Chunk, chunk. All right, we got the grilled cheese. Oh, there's the website. That's about how long it would take. So yeah, there you go. But that was the excitement of the early 1990s, watching people online because it was a novelty, right? All right, so energetics works best with your permission. And yes, if you too want to sit around and watch people on the internet these days and stare at somebody's phone, right? Crazy how that worked. I mean, literally, it was like the most amazing thing ever. Like, I'm going to go spend the day at Near's and watch him play on the internet. Crazy. Well, I mean, I play too. But yes, that's where I learned IRC chat rooms, 1990. All right, so BBS. So let's work with bulletin board systems. The orange calcite here. So energetics works best with your permission, and your permission there. I miss the trash 80s, so the old TRS 80s and the old Tandy computers and stuff. All right, I had an 8086, so there we go. No operating system with Lotus 123 and DOS. When we all know DOS was actually IBM. We're not going to go there to Microsoft and DOS and IBM, but nonetheless. All right, thank you for sticking around, and your permission is to stick around. And let's work with the orange calcite and bring in some abundance with the orange calcite, because one of the abundant things we do is get a new laptop. And then we would crunch video, and you would see edited video from me, Mr. Floyd, but otherwise I thermal out. Trying to edit video. The first video I did on this channel took me 15 hours and like 5 thermal outs. Thermaling means that I overheat the processor and the computer shuts down. So I thermaled my computer. No hard drive. I would edit my auto exec bat files just to tweak the settings so I could play games. Nice. That was me back in the day with Android. I had the first Android phone in North America, the Google G1, right? So I got it. I was like the fourth person to get it. So when I got the phone, there was no actual Google Play Store. There was no App Store because it was so new. But I was one of the first to jailbreak an Android phone too. So I jailbroke my phone. This guy named Jesus Freak put out the coding, and so I enabled pinch to zoom. This was amazing, right? I could zoom the browser like that, and people were like shocked. I'd go into T-Mobile and be like, "What? They thought I was like lost my mind. How'd you do that?" But it gets better, right? I got to send this to the. Eventually, I'm going to send it to the. Seriously, to the cell phone museum because it has Google Maps version 1.0 beta version 1 sitting on my phone. So I have the original beta version of Google Maps on the original Android phone, and it works. How do you do that? So I have working GPS with Maps, the first version of it. I shoehorned it into my Android phone. And so I'm like sporting, like I'm walking in, turn left. I mean, it was like, but it didn't tell you street names or anything. It would just be like, turn left. And so I'm like the first person in the whole of North America, maybe the second. Somebody did release the coding to actually have working GPS on a Google Android phone. So yeah, I used to be really nerdy in that aspect. So yes, but on the first Google Android phone, which had like 256 megabits of memory or something. I mean, not much, like a third of a gig or a quarter of a gig. So just that alone pretty much trashed the memory on the phone or the storage on the phone. But yeah, if I were to charge it up, the GPS probably would still work. It's laggy as all hell, but so yeah, I need to send it to the cell phone museum at some point because it really is kind of historical to have the first ever rooted root on a phone. So that Jesus Freaks root, and then so yeah, Christy. All right, so Christy's gonna be live here. So we'll see Christy today. I think she's live. When is Christy live here? It didn't say. But yeah, check out Conversations with Christy. I'm not sure exactly when she's live. All right, so ground into this, the abundance in your universe. Anything orange, orange calcite, for sure, is going to bring in abundance in your universe. We're going to close this out here and do a group hug. Party lines. There you go. Pick up and spy on your neighbor, right? Everyone gets one phone number. Share it. That would drive me nuts. I mean, back in the day, then if your neighbor, like you had a neighbor who lived on the phone and you couldn't use your phone because your neighbor was on the same line, you had a party line. All right. We'll close this out. All right. So after, yeah, well, Blindly Inspired will be live in 24 minutes. All right. So let's close this out. There we go. Right in my root chakra. All right. And checking the weather here, it's going to be another month at least before we get to the park because it's still like 30 degrees every morning, every dawning here. And I'm not going to sit up and freeze my tush off at the park, but we will be, once the weather shifts, we will be going back to the park, hopefully. And before we do the closeout here, if you do want a coffee mug, again, just email me, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. I will get the list together and order mugs. And less than 2 weeks, probably a week and a half, you'll have a coffee mug in hand if you want one. And this soon to come t-shirts and who knows what else. But yeah, it should be good. All right, guys. Grateful you are all here. Peach Moonstone, lean on that for right. All right, so grateful you guys are all here, and thank you all for joining us today. We're going to close with a Viviani Heller. View what they share. So Viviani, just drop something on Instagram. There we go. All right. Thank you guys again. I hope your Monday is as amazing as you are. So let's close this out with a group hug. Thank you, Josh. May you have a one. Thank you, Grace. May your day be as amazing as you are. May your day be full of grace, peace, and love. There, Grace. Literally, right? Um, all right. So, arm up, left arm onto the shoulder, and we're going to drop the violet flame over us as we circle up here. So, left arm on top of the shoulder to your person to the left. Right arm, like a huddle, right? So right arm on the shoulder to the person to your right, like a group huddle hug. All right. And of course, we invoke the violet flame. We call on Saint Germain to invoke the violet flame on the group for healing. We turn the violet flame up to 9. 10 is like turbo. You really don't want that. So we turn it, I mean, you do if you're if you go to a concert or something, clear yourself with the violet flame, turbo mode 10, what have you. But otherwise, now we're just going to put it on 9, which is going to be real cleansing nonetheless. You may feel that in your root and sacral chakras as well. It may straighten you up for a minute. All right, so we're going to drop with everybody's permission, of course, we're going to drop the violet flame on top of each other here and drop it to a 9. And we're going to start the energetics of love. So take the love, right? Take that energy and pump it out of your left hand, sending it around the circle. Bring it back through your right arm, right through your heart chakra, and right back out your left arm. As we spin that love up, we're also firing up the violet flame, and we spin that up, the love spinning around, and we can feel that whipping in and out of our heart chakras. As we spin that love up, we're going to send it up, just like to your node there, right? We're going to send that right up to Mother Earth and to the greater source field. We're going to send all that love. And we're going to see everybody on this planet in love, right? We're going to send love to everybody. Send that love to everybody on this planet. We're going to send that love to everybody in this family who's here or not, all of our subscribers. We're going to send that love to all of the channels we watch that are part of this family, like Truthwave, Jared, Millie, what have you, Fatima. We're going to send that love to all of our family members and everyone we know in our universes and everyone we have ever met. There we go. And of course, we're going to see everybody who has no, come in, right? Has no walls to knock on. We're going to see them with walls, with a roof over their head, right? We're going to see everybody with those roofs over their heads, with full pantries as well. And if you don't have a fridge, we're going to see everybody with a refrigerator, right? We all get to have a fridge on planet Earth, not only 50 some odd % of us. We see everybody with clean, fresh, running water, right? Or at least a well with clean, fresh water to receive from. Nobody on this planet should have to walk 5 miles to a river or a lake to grab murky water that then they have to boil nonetheless just to even be able to utilize. Period. Too big for that. We are too far for that now. We see everybody with internal plumbing, right? 40% of this planet does not have plumbing. So we see everybody with internal plumbing as well, right? Nobody has to go. This is not Slumdog Millionaire. We do not have to go to the communal pit to go to the bathroom on this planet anymore, right? We see everybody who is not feeling well on this planet with respect, with love, and the ability to go to a doctor, right? And a good doctor at that, not a karmic one, right? We all know what karmic doctors can do. And we've seen what karmic doctors can do over the past few years, right? We don't want that. But we do see people going to doctors with love, with care, that take care of and help each other. We see those out there who cannot find a hug, with the ability to turn around and hug somebody. Those who do not have anybody in their universe, may their phones ring, and may they be able to reach out and touch somebody. If you know where that came from, that's an old commercial. We see those out there fighting the wars, putting their weapons down, hugging and shaking the hand of those they would have shot and not even known otherwise, and apologizing. We see the governments of the world apologizing to humanity for the crap that they've pulled all over us, right? For all the money they've wasted on wars, for all the money they've wasted on themselves, and all the other stuff that we don't even want to know about, right? Exactly. Or we do know about that we still don't want to know about. Exactly. We see this planet healing from that. And those monies used, make sure everybody gets 4 square walls or round walls, whatever works for them, right? We see each other lifting each other up. We see Henny running a marathon and living in her humongous new apartment. We see Lindsay finding a new place that suits her universe and stepping out of a vehicle to see her kids for the first time. And how many years? We see Chloe selling out all of her crystals, and Rick healed and healthy. We see everybody here. Suzette with respite care whenever she needs it, and her mother in a better situation, and the fridge staying plugged in at night, right? And the heat not being shut off. And we see all those out there otherwise. We're looking to change their universe, however that is, whether it's leaving a karmic situation at home or creating something new as far as work or whatever it is. We see it with grace and ease happening in their universes as well. And for that we say, hallelujah, and so it be. Of course, one other thing which we forgot, we see Mother Gaia cleansed of all forever chemicals and plastics. We see her sky shining blue and clear, not white and tic-tac-toed. So it is. Hallelujah. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around. All right, and I'm not sure who's live here. I don't know if Christy's live. I saw Christy in the chat there, but I know that I do know that Lion Inspired will be live in 15 minutes. Grateful for all of you. Thank you for another excellent good dawning. There we go. I've been live 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. So thank you guys. Again, I'm grateful. We will see you tomorrow. Again, if you want a coffee mug, just email me. I will get the orders together. They're $20. It's the cost of the mug and then just shipping. It may actually end up being like 19 or 17, 18 when it's all said and done, but either way. But thank you guys. Grateful. And I love you all. Remember, everything you do creates your loving, living universe. If you're still in your dark night of the soul, your darkness, as the darkness leaves your body, right? You send it off to your highest self. You don't need to cry it out all day long, and you don't need to carry it anymore. If you know what your darkness is, eject it to your highest self, right? As you do so, your cells spread out. You bring in more light into your body. You vibrate faster, thus bringing you into your light body, giving you an instant weight loss, even though you may not have actually lost any weight. You'll sure feel like you have. And yeah, as you step into your light body, you bring in more light, which makes it easier for you to create your loving, living universe. Stay awesome because you are. I love you all, and I will see you in the next.